Hey everyone, Deadpine here. Welcome back to episode 14 of Escaping Tarkov, a full playthrough series where we give it to you unabridged and raw. You may be wondering why there's two of me on the screen right now. So I'm very new to YouTube recording. I just want you guys to know that I messed up the audio on this, or rather the audio output on this one, and it basically made the video muted the whole time. No way to recover the audio. So I'm just going to voice over. We're going to go through the first two. I caught it in the middle of it. So when the second raid that we load into, you guys will see, I caught it. I was like, oh crap. This is the solution I've come up with. We're just going to go over really quickly what I was talking about. The start of the episode, having the audio there, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and start it up here. So this is just, I was doing my intro. I'm actually going to be skipping through these videos just to make this quicker, just because a lot of it's random banter and I don't want to like waste time just sitting here waiting for it to be done. That's just awkward. So we are going to skip through this, just going over what I was doing. I missed out on my insurance there. I was going over that. Missing out on insurance happens. Don't worry about it. In fact, this day of recording them on, and these next few episodes, I actually didn't insure anything because I knew I was going to be away and not be able to collect that insurance. So I actually didn't waste my money on insuring anything, which is a good strategy if you know you're not going to be near your computer or have the ability to collect. It's just a waste of rubles at that stage. So you see me getting geared up here. Where I'm going is to factory, and I'm going over the different quests or tasks I want to complete there. I want to do chemical part 3, postman. And as well as we had farming part 1, I believe. And I just needed to survive and get out of a raid for that one. So I didn't need to do anything but play a normal factory run and try to survive and leave the raid. I'd fixed up both the circuit boards already. So we're trying to get that syringe out of the office. We're trying to get the letter out of the dead SCAV down near one of the factory key extracts or the tunnels. So yeah, so this is just our prep screen here. And I believe that's it. We go in with a 74M that's reasonably modded. Yeah, just a little Cuirassa, SSH-68 helmet, erasers. I'm just looking for all that good loot there. We're going to skip to the next video. I believe I can skip to the next video from here. I might have to pull that up for you guys. But, yeah, so that was just the intro. I wanted to go over that. And, yeah. Okay. All right, let me pull up the next video here. There we go. All right, so this is us loading into the raid here. Yeah, try not to spoil too much about the actual raid. I'm just gonna comment on it while we're going here with double Deadpine. So this will be an interesting. You know, these things happen. Like I said, I'm still very new to the YouTube scene. Still getting used to recording. In fact, this morning on this day of recording, I just set up how I'm going to be recording the hardcore series. I'm going to be streaming hardcore series starting, it's July 20th right now, this date of recording and fixing this. I'm going to be starting streaming that pretty soon. I want to get some reps in before the 12.7 patch drops, but I also am really excited for the 12.7 drop, which is good. I see I miss a nade there. Do a little hip fire with the laser on there. I wasn't 100% sure whether I got them or not at that stage. And because I'm really just focused on getting up into the office here before anybody else, but because I know there's two players fighting down there and I'm a third. There's only 2 other players in the map at most because it's a 5-person total map. So that's chemical part 3 right there. It's in that little filing cabinet that you just saw me grab. I'm stopping here, listening, waiting for sounds. Sound is such an important thing. I hear a SCAV coming. Get an easy spray down on that. Go for the loot. Had a squeeze mustache. The PB's not bad, honestly. As a budget quiet pistol, it's very quiet. It's actually not terrible. Here, SCAV coming up the railway. Wait for the headshot. Get the headshot. Sometimes if you know their pathing enough, you can predict where they're going. You can just hold the gun up, and just wait for them to go across your reticle. And just if you have a bit of good timing or a bit of luck on timing, you can get that nice little headshot. So, shoot, it's showing my start bar there. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be full screen. There we go. My bad. Well, it's not that much there. It's just you guys get to see what's going on. So, packing a mag, I'm bantering. Like I said, a lot of this is just bantering. but I wanted to make sure I at least commentated the raid, because the raid's the important part. You guys already, by this point, should have a good idea on how I like to loot, play, my style, all that good stuff. And I'm in fact going to make these intros a little less long, and kind of get different details as this series progresses. So, but while we're here, thank you so much for all the support so far. I really do appreciate just everything that everybody's been doing there. So, Concentration Pine, get him, Concentration Pine. So again, mostly just listening. I hear some shots over there as ADS on point. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get down to this. Yeah, over down into the left here is the little kind of bunker area where the dead SCAV is that has the letter. So I'm trying to get to there and then get out as we go. And I think right here I checked the player that we killed or thought we killed. And right here I see that they're naked. So I don't risk going out to loot them. So the other player that they were fighting over there had looted them already, so there wasn't really any point in going for it. So maybe I do get up into that. That's silly pine. No, I see I focus on that. So this bunker right here over here to my right hand side, past that barbed wire there, is where the letter is. And yeah. Oh, I also messed around with the video settings. So I'm trying to get this thing tuned up, this series tuned up here. So there you go. There's Postman. That letter can be a little funky to grab. It's like, it's a weird spot to aim, but it's there. Just look for the little white dot that's not the search key, and you should be good to go. And now that I have my 2 quest items, I'm looking to just get out. I already killed a SCAV, looted enough where I know I'm gonna get enough. So I'm gonna use our factory exit key here, and yeah, it's gonna be great. But yeah, that just trying to eke out every little possible higher quality I can for you guys. And again, I'm new to this, so just sort of learning it. I actually have a little bit of a sunburn going here. I just got back from camping from a vacation, so yeah, should be interesting. So successful raid, we got out. Now we're gonna go determine whether we killed that player or not in the post credit, because I wasn't sure, and it turns out we did, which is good because I need USEC kills for Friend from the West, which is what we're working towards. I think it's what we're going to be recording today after this. So, and you'll see those in a couple episodes, the results of that. So a lot of this is just banter in the hideout. So we're going to go through this pretty quickly, and just sort of show you guys what we hand in, how I organize loot there. We actually didn't get like half bad loot there as well. So, and it goes without saying, it doesn't go without saying, guys, if you have any suggestions, comments on, what you'd like to see, what's better, I'm always open to listen. I may veto them and be like, well, there's a reason I don't do that. Okay, so right there I'm explaining what I'm starting to keep this stuff for the Kappa container. My goal is to get Kappa on this series, so I'm explaining right there, keeping the antique axe, keeping that squeeze and mustache. They need to be found in raid for the Kappa container, so I usually start a rig to set those aside with. So that's what I was doing there. So this is just me, again, just bantering here. I'm going to start skipping through a little bit, maybe fast forwarding a little bit here. Selling stuff on the market, talking about guns and their viability, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, sorry, go back to that point. I'm sorry I give you guys points in such broken manners. I'm trying to get better at completing my thought before moving on to the next one. But my brain just does it backwards sometimes. I was going over the dealer order here. I actually got it wrong. It's Ragman first because Ragman buys for the most. So if you can sell anything to Ragman, it's better. Obviously, with the 2 guns and the croutons, it was going to be Jaeger, then Mechanic. So, but yeah, it goes Ragman, Jaeger, Therapist, then Mechanic for all your stuff, if you're looking for just the best dealer prices. So here's me turning in my quests. Postman Part 2 goes to Therapist. Then you get rewards from both her and Prapor as well. Going over, we need to get that gas analyzer going. That'll be really powerful. We also survived and completed a raid for farming, and we also completed. Yep, there it is. Gets shaking up. Okay. So yeah, there it is. That gives us chemical part 4, which that should be handed into Skier for the helmet, which is good. I go over that in depth in the actual next raids. Oh no, that's what I'm going over here. So I'm going over chemical part 4. So this is actually an important part to lean on. This helmet is pretty good. And if you hand in chemical part 4 to Skier, you get access to that helmet for 20,000 rubles cheaper than its green counterpart, which the black is actually better for camo in my opinion. Than his green counterpart. And it's a really just good not budget. It's a really just solid face shield helmet that you can use. Now, if you know you never like using face shields and don't want to do that, I would go for Therapist with the med case. Prepor gives 2, I believe it's ammo boxes. But yeah, if you're definitely 100% sure you're never going to use that helmet, the med case is pretty nice to get to. But that's only really not worth that much. Honestly, with the amount of rubles you save on this thing, you could buy ammo cases or med case if you use that, 10 times, 15 times. So it's really all depends on your play style, what you want to do there. So I was just going over that. Yeah, so we finally got level 2. Oh, this is good. We start selling up stuff, receiving stuff, receiving all of our rewards, and we're getting geared up. And I believe we get geared up to go into a customs raid here. Again, a lot of banter, which is good. I like the banter. Personally, I like listening to the banter. There's the farming part 1 that we finished because we survived the raid, which unlocks farming part 2, which lets us turn in a bunch of that stuff we've been saving in our SCAV box there. Yeah, so the power cords and the T-shaped plugs, pretty easy to find. Toolboxes, filing cabinets, stuff like that. Computers for the power cords. Power cords you can actually even craft. So, not too bad at all. And then I'm just going over my quest here to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm pretty sure I determined that it's viable to go to customs here. So we're going to mark we're going to mark all of the tankers for Prepper, I think. Because I really want to get to the Epsilon container. And that involves finishing the Punisher series. So getting to that'll be good. I think I'm buying some keys for the actual quest. Yeah, 203 is for the Golden Zibbo. I'm also trying to level up Skier, I believe, in order to get Friend for the West. So when we do go to Shoreline, we're doubling up on our tasks for Peacekeeper and Prepper, which is a really powerful way to be. If you want to level quickly, if you want to do them one at a time, do them one at a time. There's no right or wrong way to do this at all. So, yep, and we choose Customs. And we get in there, and then this next load-in, you'll hear me actually playing, and I realized my mistake, and I explained in the beginning of that I'm going to do something about that. So this has been, hey, look at that face, look at that guy, look at that past Dead Pine. Yeah, so you can see the no audio, there. So yeah, so that's it. Just wanted to go over that. I figured that was the best way to kind of rectify that mistake. I'm definitely going to be checking for that now. I'm never going to make that mistake. Well, I'm not going to say I'm never going to make that mistake again. But I'm certainly not likely to make that mistake again. So, guys, enjoy episode 14. It's a good one. I will see you guys in raid. All right, we're in. I am now just realizing a major mistake that I just made in recording this episode. Fortunately, it was only one raid, and we'll go after this raid. I had the wrong audio portion muted. So there's no game sounds or recording sounds because of the way my capture card works. I think I just saw somebody right over there. Yeah, might be a player too. So the first raid of this episode and the load-in are going to be muted. So I'll have to talk to my editor about how we're going to solve that. I'll explain what happened in this video, like this startup. But yeah, I gotta figure it out. But I was also in raid when I figured it out, so I didn't want to yeah. All right, that'll be interesting. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens here. Okay, so player here. Let's just focus on the raid for now. Getting everything going here. Hard to determine whether that was a SCAV that was up in there or a player. Oh, that was a player. Okay. Hopefully a USEC. I don't know if they killed whoever was up in the tower or not. Okay. Let's go ahead and top this off. Get that top loaded with there. So yeah, I think we'll just do like a fast forwarded version, or maybe I'll do some voiceovers for that video. That's a pretty big mistake. But to be fair, I am very new to YouTube recording, and this is one of those things that a live stream, it would be instantaneously noticeable, and people would be yelling at you in chat, right? When you're recording, you have to make sure everything's perfect here. So yeah, all right. This was in fact a USEC, because the dog tag has a check mark on it that we need. We're just gonna ditch these guys. I like that helmet much better. Wear that face mask. I like the aviators better. What do we got here? 10 rounders for the hunter. Very potent weapon. I'm actually not a huge fan of it. I know how good it is, but for some reason I don't perform very well with it. Not overly sure why, but yeah. I think I'm going to stick with the razors. I don't know how much I like the razors or not, but I think I'm going to stick with the razors. Okay, so we still have to get over... We actually have to get back over here to mark the van for skiers, so that's what we're going to do. Let's see how we're doing here. We're full of BP, very good. And yeah, let's just make this raid a good one now that you guys have game sound. And the funny thing is the way my it's actually a really good stock. The way my had to have been SCAV, but the way my audio mixer setup with the 2PC setup that I have, yeah, I just heard him talk, so. Certainly a SCAV there. Oh, getting killed, though. Is this coming through the same track? My mic audio plus my game audio. So, like, it's not like I was just muted and the game wasn't muted. It was everything was muted, unfortunately. Now, this guy may have just died to an SKS. That's what it sounded like. So I have an SKS friend here. Yep. So maybe we'll have this SKS guy come and loot. And we can get another USEC kill. Yeah, 5 out of 7 now. Which is good. Also, we did hear some fighting over in there, so let's actually just get across the road here. So I think what happens is they killed and then went into that's the warehouse we needed to be in, I think. And then they went into this warehouse. We're gonna play a little bit quieter here. Try to get an idea of where somebody is. Even though we're making reasonable noise right now, and people can still definitely hear us, we can hear better, or I can hear better. This is actually not the one. I need to be on one on the other side of the fence. I swear it sounds like it's in, though. Use our nades. Ooh, with the headshot on there too. I really feel like I was messing him up the whole time. I guess the stairs absorb more damage than I thought they were. That's a bit of a bummer. We'll see how much. Let's see the stats here. That's a bit of a rip. I really thought I was messing them up the whole time. Also, those nades look pretty good, too. What did we... Oh, no, I killed the other player at the beginning right there. That's right. Ammo use 50. I only got 5 hits, so yeah. And that's including the first kill there. So you could just see how much the staircase absorbed while they had a clear shot on there. So maybe one of these was on target there. But yeah, they got the T45M as well. I'm surprised our helmet didn't stop it because it was the top of the helmet as well. So it's a pretty low chance for it actually to pen of the helmet that we have. But hey, it is what it is. Let's heal up, brush it off, and I'm worried about this mic derp up because I'm going to explain what happened in the last raid here. So it was actually a really quick raid. Like we didn't really get too much recording time in there. It was a factory raid. So we completed trading here. We completed chemical part 3. So we went to the office and the factory, got that. We completed the letter from prepper to therapist. So we went to the dead SCAV, got that letter, got that going. We got a full run through for mechanic because after fixing, we needed to survive a raid. So we got that counted as a survival of the raid. And we also got a player kill. So overall, really good raid. Got some decent loot out. We sold most of it and used some of it there. Quick raid, and there wasn't really too much explained there. I was just explaining how I am going camping this coming week, so that's why I'm not insuring stuff. So if you know you're not gonna be near your computer or have access to log in to collect insurance, don't insure. It's just a waste of money at that point. So because I'm not going to be back until next Monday. We also confirmed that therapist is about, it's less than a week. It's less than 7 days because last time I recorded was last Monday. And I'm recording on a Monday again, and all my stuff was gone. She didn't hold it for that long. So I'm going to try to get 2 recording days going so I can show you guys, just how effective insurance can be. Of course, I can't do it this week because I'm not even going to be at my house. I'm going to be up in Maine, Acadia, camping. It's going to be beautiful. I can't wait. It's going to be a nice vacation. But yeah. I'm realizing now all the stuff that I said 20 minutes ago, you guys have not heard. So yeah, that was it. And then of course you just saw the death there. But we got a kill. We didn't lose our marker because we kept it in there. And yeah, let's go ahead and use our Tashanka here. I think this is going to be a good map for. Well, no, I think customs is a good map for an AKM personally. So we're gonna grab an AKM and then we're gonna go into a pretty heavy modding session. Well, not a long modding session. We're going to go into a heavier modding session. Dang it, use my in-raid ones. I wish it would prioritize out-of-raid Tashankas for that, but at the moment, I'm not too worried about it. So, yeah. All right, first, so this is how I like to do my modding, because I usually keep a lot of extra parts, whether it's in a weapons case or not. I'll go to my modding tab here, and the cool thing about the modding tabs is it only grabs stuff that's in your actual hideout, ready to be equipped. And I may have nothing, because I don't have too much going on. But here, I'll give you an example. So you can see these 2 mags. We have multiple mags to use here in there if we want to. So, and I just verify that I'm not like buying something that I already have, So, and then after that, I go to the edit preset if I already know what I want to build. But if I'm not unsure, and that's usually when I have lower level traders, what I do is I start doing it by link search. It's just, for me, visually, it's easier to not grasp, but like get an idea of price per what I'm buying, per part there, and what it's actually offering to me. Like right here, I would never put this on. If I just put this on and just blindly followed the edit preset, I'd be paying 75k rubles for something that's less than 14k that I don't need to, So that is my overall order when I'm doing something like that. Like this one's not too bad. Gives you some nice recoil control. This one's not bad. It's a little overpriced, but it is much better on the ergo. And I also don't hate suppressors, if I'm being honest with you. Especially when you're trying to kill scavs, get them done nicely there. Usually I go for the one that's the cheapest or has the best recoil control. I believe these are about the same. This one's just a little bit worse on the recoil, but it is cheaper. So that one ergo loss is not the worst. And now we'll have it suppressed, which will be good for, like I said, killing scavs. And that'll be definitely nice. Okay. That's if you want to upgrade the rear sights. I think we're going to keep going with this Tactica Tula. It's very cheap. Put a hollow on there. We'll be good to go. We have access to this from Skier 2 now, so definitely going to buy this bad boy. 3k rubles for +1 ergo, I think is worth it personally. Now, there are drum mags available. This is level 4 mechanic, not worth it at the moment. It's a 73, big 73 rounder, huge drum mag. Yeah, it's really bad. Minus 17 ergo, plus 22% unload modifier, and the check speed's plus 50% as well. That ergo penalty is huge, so not worth it in my opinion. I actually quite like these P mags. They're quite worth it. They're really good ergo penalty wise. They reload really fast, so I think these are actually probably what we're going to end up going with here. These ones actually aren't bad either. These are less of an ergo penalty, but they are a little bit more expensive, and we also don't have the cheaper ones. If these are only $21, sure, they're actually quite good, but we don't have them unlocked, so not worth it. Oh, there's also a 75 rounder. This one's even worse. Even worse, if you could imagine. Now there are 40 rounders, but you need a 1x3 slot, so they're actually not bad. Those extra 10 rounds really do mean quite a bit. And then once you get proper level 3, these are actually really good as well. So, less of an ergo hit, but I only like buying them when I get to proper, because their price for how good they are is just super solid. 1,400 rubles is not much to ask for. So, but that said, I think we're going to be going with these P-Mags here, because we can buy them from Peacekeeper. We're just going to get 3, nothing crazy. We actually have some dollars as well, which is another reason to grab those. And we're going to go ahead and take off everything that we don't want to use, which is basically that. Put on the things we want to use, and go from there. I'm going to use this bank robber next. On customs, I do want to have a backpack. That said, I want to have this backpack. Okay, so then we're going to do more link search here. So on the main gun, you only get certain things, and this varies by gun, what you're going to get. So just kind of see. You'll get familiar with them as you're going through. So the charging handle, magazines, stocks, and chassis. Certain guns have like different multiple part stocks and chassis, so you have to do link search on that. M1A is an example of that. You have to do link search on the SAS chassis if you want to get to pistol grips and stocks. So we're just going to look for like a tiny little bit of an upgrade here, stock wise. This is actually pretty good, and I think a reasonable price for what you get once you have it unlocked again. So level 4 Peacekeeper is quite powerful. We're not going to be using that, too expensive on the market. The adapter, this is for the NATO buffer tube stuff. Actually, I didn't realize this gave -2 recoil. That's actually pretty cool. But the buffer tubes you get and the stocks for M4s are not nearly as good as the stocks you can get for AKs, especially with the recoil pad. So like this plus the recoil pad is super solid and really cheap, to be honest. This one's more of a meme. The recoil is not great on it, but the ergo is kind of absurd. This is actually really solid for this amount. I'm probably going to end up getting that. Great ergo, great recoil control. You can get it at Skier level 4, but it's common enough where you can see it's cheaper than what Skier is actually selling for. So this is an instance where I would buy something that is from a dealer at level 4, just because we can get it. Yeah, so this is the buffer tube you have access to. So it's just not the greatest. And then the PT lock goes to a few things, but we're definitely gonna grab this guy because it's cheap. No reason not to. Okay, so the other part we get from just link search on the AK is the pistol grip here. And we don't have access to this yet. This is level 3 Skier. This is the best in slot 1, plus 13. But we'll see what we have access to otherwise. Because we don't want to overpay. It's also just ergo we're getting from this, so we don't have to worry about it too much. So we want to get something that's just good rubles per ergo price, essentially. I think this one's actually not bad. Yeah, it's like less than 1,000 rubles for plus 7, and that's better than all these base stats one. This one's pretty good, but it's again level 3 there. More of a meme, but I mean, still not bad for plus 10. Like this is the same, almost the same exact thing. I guess the red one's slightly better. That's not bad though for plus 9. I think I'm actually gonna go grab that really cheap one for plus Unless this one's good. No. For +7 there. It gets the job done. It's slightly better than these average ones. And for its price, it's quite powerful. I believe it's this PP19 one, yep. So it's the same one you put on the PP19. So that'll do that. So here's the chain. I'll show you how it works. So link search, and when you go into vital parts, you see how it comes up with gas blocks? I already have a gas block in there. To get to handguards, I need to do a link search on, well, I'm going to do it specifically on the one that's in the gun, but you need to do a link search on specifically the handguard, or the gas block, excuse me. Depends on the gun. For instance, M4s, you need to do link search on the upper receiver to get to the handguard. It's a bit convoluted, and every gun's different. Kind of just have to figure it out, or mess with it until you figure it out. But yeah, it is interesting. See, now this is actually pretty cheap. For what this gives, this is very cheap. Because they're commonly found in raid, I guess. They're just lower than like the basic ones that we could get here. So I'm actually I'm gonna buy this right away. We're not gonna go through it all. It's a very good handguard for what it's got. Kind of looks cool too. Put that there. And of course, you have to do a link search on this to figure out what sites go on there. I believe we used the DP last time. Honestly, I wouldn't say no to yeah, this guy. Let's get a little hollow site going. I like hollows on my AKs personally. Yes. This may be where it screws us. I remember explaining this in another episode. Oh no, this is not too bad. Okay, we're good. The mounts for grips and stuff sometimes are more expensive. Yeah, so it's really cheap once we get level 4 mechanic. Like, stupid cheap. But as you can see right now, they're a little on the expensive side. We're actually going to buy the red one because it's cheaper. And just so we can put a grip on this thing. So, but yeah, just be wary of that. That can screw you. That can screw you. All right, now we do have access to this guy, which is a +5 -2. Sorry, my shin is itchy here. I keep leaning over to scratch it. The RK5 is not bad. It's slightly better. And this one's also just for ergo purposes. I still might be on these guys. This is definitely very good. It's actually a pretty reasonable price for it. It's got some good recoil control on there. That one's not terrible. It's not great, though. That's for ergo. These Tango stubby downs are not great. I think this one's basically a worse version of the... where is this guy? The RVG. It's the worst version of that. This is actually a pretty good price for the RVG. Yeah, it was already taken. Oh, we got a cheaper one, though. Nice. That's actually a pretty good price for it, I think. So, this is obviously cheaper, but for what we're getting out of there, it's pretty good. And until we get access to the higher-end ones from Skier and Mechanic, we'll be good for that. Same with the Fortis Shift. This is the really good ergo, reasonable recoil grip. Makes your gun look cool. Makes you feel cool. I still think these are I think these are hidden gems. I really do. They're almost the same as -2. And the ergo on them is just great. And yeah, I think they're quite solid. So I'll put these on there. And that little red streak in our gun, but that's okay. Okay, this has been a long wind up here. We're gonna get there. We could do, oops, not filter by item. Escape to go backwards. Could do link search on that. Just go for ammo. Probably gonna get PS rounds. I don't think we don't have access to BP yet from Prepper. That's actually not that much more expensive, but still not worth it. I think we're on PS right now, and there's no reason to really overcomplicate things. So we'll do that. We'll do this. Get these guys going in here, especially when you could just do that for top loading. We got our keys. Get some meds here. Gonna grab an army bandage and grab 2 of these. We're gonna do 4 or 5 on that. We got some painkillers. That's very good. And now I just need to, I believe, sell. Sell and buy some armors here. So we're gonna sell this guy. Okay, Ragman. I And on the bleach, let's use our bleach trick again. It's a really powerful thing. You're saving money on the helmets in the long run. It adds up. So, well, they haven't figured it out yet. Very good. My trick still works. Get our helmet for a little bit cheaper. I wonder how much paper goes for. Probably not worth it for that. And we'll just buy it there. I do need to level... oh, we're actually really close here. Let's buy a... balaclava to go in. Now we have level 2. Nice. I didn't realize how close we were. Cool. Level 2 gives us access to much better armor. Which is solid. Also gives access to the Kiver helmet if we're looking for a face shield helmet to do pistol kills in factory with. Not bad. Not bad at all. Gives us access to the 6B23, which is a really solid level 3 armor. Repairs really nicely. And yeah, goes from there. I'm actually a big fan of this guy, the 6B3TM. Pretty reasonably priced. It's a level 4 armor. It is a rig armor though, so just keep that in mind. It doesn't have the crazy large amount of slots here. This is more effective. I will say this. This is much more effective when you have insurance or have access to insurance. And the reason for that is when this gets damaged in raid, I like to ditch it and grab the armor of the next guy. And I know that takes a little bit longer if you're not wearing... If you're wearing like if you have to take their tactical rig as well, that takes a little bit to transfer. You're spending a little bit of time risking the looting, but I think it's worth it to have this really reasonably priced level 3 armor here. I did forget to put a laser on there. We are planning on going to dorms, so I do want to put a laser on here. This is a really long-winded, but I got a request to do more in depth on the modding. So, and DK's been doing a great job of putting the down below on the bottom here. Where the raids are. So if you guys just want to skip to the raids, go for it. But yeah, go for it. Okay, I need to do link search on the hex guard here, and just get a short, whichever one's cheaper. Just grab a short length rail here, and then what we do is we link search on that. And we're just going to grab a laser real quick. Probably just the blue laser, honestly. Works perfectly for dorms. That's for close quarters. Just get it really... Just hold down left mouse button and go around the corner there. When you do it ADS-wise, sometimes it's a little bit harder to shift your aim. So, all right, I think we're good to go. Let's load into another customs right here. And actually have game sounds this time. I'm such a habit of insuring. It's weird not to insure, but it's just, again, at the end of the day, let's see. There'll be a waste of 46,000 rubles, and I also can't afford it. So, because I'm not going to be back. So let's just do our best to not to die. I'm gonna hit that ready button, and I'll see you guys in raid. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Let's do the same agenda as last time. Get some player kills. Get to dorms 203. And we're gonna have to go backwards here. Actually, we're gonna go right away. We're gonna go straight away. This is actually a really good spawn for the tank we need to mark here. Some people may be coming and doing the same thing, but if we can get our marker down now, we can just get away from the area and not have to worry about it, or camp the area here. Let's make sure we're on full auto. Yeah. So the van we need to mark is right here. Have to do it right here in the back here. Take it a little slower. Maybe get away from the actual van. Grab some Tushunka. Actually gonna put that there. That'll help craft a smaller cans of Tushunka, which we are gonna need the in-raid versions of those. Go ahead and grab all these. I'm wearing the GSSHs compared to the razors from last raid, and they are such a big difference. Okay, so recently they buffed plastic weapon cases to have more weapon parts in them, which is pretty awesome. So definitely worth checking out that. I'm gonna put those in there. They're nice to have. Grab that for just a little bit of experience of looting, aka 1 experience. Probably wasn't worth it, but that's okay. I do see that up there. I just saw him on the right. Oh, there. Hard to tell. But maybe. Nope. Maybe. Just maybe. Not quite. That's okay. All right. So now that we've planted that, let's go. We got to be careful of people crossing over here. This is a one-way crossover over the fence from players who spawned on that side of the fence. But let's actually go head over and over to gas station here. Old gas station. Because, top up, we got the spawn for it, and nobody's made it past us, or theoretically nobody's made it past us. We need to kill SCAVs, and there's just good loot there as well, so. Gonna hop in here first. All these things are useful. Got a smoke grenade. Level up our strength, loot the jacket. Very good. Again, just throw that right away for strength. There's a couple of weapons crates in here, but we're going to skip those for now. They are plastic, though, which is interesting. I don't know, specifics from Battle State. Just increasing the plastic ones. I guess the wooden ones are, like the wooden army ones, are more common. So they didn't want to go over the top with those. These are all great. That was an SVD low-rise mount. It's a really good rail to put sights on. Especially for that SVD SCAV that we just got. I think that's what that was. Yeah. Okay. And this is actually... It's okay. It's for the FAL. It's not bad. I do love the FAL. I actually haven't used it much this wipe. I've been sticking pretty much exclusively to the M1A. But it's been good. Okay, so first anything can spawn in the game spot right here on this desk. No dice. Let's see what we got here. M700 10-rounder. Not too shabby. Okay, SCAVs can hang out behind the fence here, so just look left and right for sure. I mean, you should be looking left and right for players anyway, but, like... It's the worst getting sideswiped by a SCAV. So, what do we get here? Oh, this is for a, MP5, which is nice. Those are both excellent. Oh, that's actually nice. These... I didn't expect M62 to be in there. Gonna ditch the matches. We'll say that as extra healing for now, but it's not too big a deal. Right here is where you want to be looking at. Right where I put my reticle. That's where players will sit, try to camp you out of here. Or anywhere on this bridge area, really. So, a lot of fighting happening outside, a lot of grenades. Could mean SCAV boss is up in new gas station. Which actually could be pretty good for us. If we could sneak by that and get into dorms, that could mean a lot less hassle for us. In dorms, theoretically. Not a guarantee, but theoretically. Still keep an eye on those cliffs. I don't have a sight that can zoom into that, but still, keep an eye out for movement, silhouettes. Looking up here for any players camping on the bridge. Like that. I just heard somebody running. Oh, bad spray on my part, or they just moved to the left of me super quickly. Wow. Getting owned here. I'm getting owned. I was like, all right, we're good. We're good to go, but they just managed to move left of my spray. Well, it happens. GG, you know, it happens. Let's see if I even got any hits. I don't know. We could have also hit the guy on the cliffs as well, so hard to tell. Hard to tell. And they only had BT, but got the headshot off because I wasn't moving and they were. And if I gotten up and started moving, maybe I could have gotten them. But like, but they might have known I was there too, and were just looking for me immediately. But that's a bit rough. That's like the best defensive position you could be. Somebody coming around the corner when they don't know you're there. You get the drop on them. And you just put a bunch of bullets in their chest, and they die pretty quickly. And that was not the case there. That was not the case there. So it happens though. It happens, though. All right. I got out with some M62 rounds, which will be good if we get a Vepr Hunter. Let's go ahead and... Therapist still is the best to sell keys to. So, I don't believe 315 is used for anything in particular. We'll get our minuscule amounts of money there. And now because we're zeroed out, we're definitely going to SCAV run. Probably to finish out this episode on this SCAV run. But, yeah. Let's just do factory. It's still really powerful to have this on factory. We'll loot if it's safe, but if it's not safe, we're just going to try to run through, get this SVD going. And, yeah, I'm going to hit that ready button. I'll see you guys in raid. All right, we're in. We are in. Yeah, nothing crazy here. Right into the thick of it, though. Dead body there. So, I'm moving these out of this so I can quickly ditch the SCAV vest. For another rig if we come across it. Guessing we're camera, bunker door, and gate 3? Okay. I deserve to die here. No idea why that guy didn't go down. Oh, maybe because I'm using T46M. And I'm a potato. Yeah, it's a two-shotter. Okay, yep, like so. Strategy came in handy there. Okay, we're gonna need to start saving those. At this stage, I'm gonna take pretty much anything that's useful. Okay. I'm being honest with you, I think the shotgun's almost better than this with the T46M. The gun is good. Don't get me wrong. The gun is fantastic. But the ammo we have is a two-shotter ammo. So, not into that. Just gonna try to do this as quickly as possible here, and then we're gonna get out. Okay. Oh, maybe we'll grab this guy too. This is a player SCAV. Who I don't think was searched. Could have lots of rubles in there. Alright, that's good. This actually sells for more, which is nice. It's just a better gun to have there. Oh, now we're talking. Alright, now we're really talking here. Okay. It's armor I would be willing to use. That guy's been looted. Okay, yeah. Checking corners. Okay, that could have ended out sloppy. That was a good raid, though. That was a real good raid. Uh-oh, can I be out now? Oh, no, I gotta start it over. Oh, don't punish me. Don't punish me, please, for not being there. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Tarkov. Okay, we're good. We're good. Everything's good. That could have been so bad, but, all right, we got it out there. Made up for some more stuff there. Got the SVD out. Got a marked room key. Got a wallet. This is a real solid raid here. Could have been bad. Definitely had some awkward shots there. Might actually just use this shotgun on our next run, if I'm being honest with you. Just to do a very budget style run. Bayonet sells for a decent amount to Jaeger. So, just to wrap this episode up, I want to go over a few things. That first raid or two, plus the intro, we just got a bunch of stuff done, as you can see. Like I said, I'm still new to the YouTube thing. It was a simple mistake, but it was a mistake I made. Not really much I can do about it, except for show you guys and tell you about it afterwards. And the main reason I'm not insuring, which I went over a couple times, was I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be able to collect it. I know for a fact I'm not going to be, so I'm not insuring. In the future episodes, I am going to keep insuring. It is worth it. We also in that raid we got 3 things done on factory. We survived the raid. We got the letter, and we got chemical part 3 syringe. Handed all those in, did all that. And yeah, and then the customs raid is when we died, but I also realized my mistake. I think I am going to load myself up here. I might get the 8-rounder for this, just because. I think I'm going to put that on. I think we're saving these again for later. Let's get organized here, and then we'll go from there. I'm actually going to keep this wallet. Nice little handy place to keep our stuff going. So, sorry, my cats are playing. I don't believe I need to in-raid Yushunka, so we're probably just going to end up selling that for space and money right now. I believe we're done with the morphine task. I think there's Peacekeeper needs them later on, so we're going to keep the in-raid ones. And how's our guy doing there? Not too bad. Bring a nade in. I'm pretty sure we're set on the half masks here, but we'll just save them for now. Maybe we'll save all but that one. I kind of want to keep this SVD, but I also don't. Like, it's really powerful, and we could definitely use it on woods for our woods quest tasks. But that's a tough one. That is a tough one. We're going to sell this for 13.3, which is not the lowest, but these are all 14s. This one's 12, so that's the outlier. That one's going to be bought at some point. At some point, somebody will come up on this wall of 13s or 14s, and ours will be bought first. So just a little tip there. I did drop a mag too, so, but all right. Let's do that. Let's get rid of this. Let's do link search on this. We're going to mod this out for our next raid and then call it good. So we can just hop right in on our next raid. Oh, man, these are still really expensive, huh? We might be going in with 4 rounds. Once you unlock these from Jaeger, they're worth it. Yeah, not worth it. Once you unlock those from Jaeger, worth it. But for now, totally not worth it. I'm actually going to get rid of this sprut too. We're going to just do ADSing and hip firing. We're not going to bother with it. Again, it's supposed to be a budget round because I'm short on monies. So let's get all this stuff sold up. So our new order is Ragman. Just to level him up, I think. Oh, I did forget to get the stuff out of there as well. Maybe we don't sell that. I did forget to get all of this. That's a decent haul there. Okay, marked room key is really powerful. I do want to keep it. It is worth, I think it's about 100,000 rubles. Pfft, not even close. It's so cheap. Okay, yeah, not even worth getting rid of. Good to find. Don't have to buy it now. But definitely not even worth going with it, or selling it rather. It's a really powerful room. I'm not gonna go do runs for it, but it's worth checking out if we're there. Sometimes you get there first. Sometimes you can get in, get something really good, get out. Okay, the PKO6 I think sells for a reasonable amount here. We'll see what the dealers get for it, I guess. Okay, again, Ragman. Not going to sell those. Jaeger does buy this. I think I'm keeping these knives again for that MP5. Can get more for that elsewhere. I'm not going to worry about these too much. I'll sell the apple juice. Get rid of that. Okay, and then mechanic. Let's see what mechanic gives for this. 15. Yeah, we'll sell that for double on the market. And then therapist to clean up these keys. So you see how the dormitory key was 25,000 there. The reason this was 60,000 in the past is because that's what therapist bought it for. So it really wasn't worth. It's worth it because of what the therapist demand for it is, not because of the actual demand of the key. So we'll sell this for 27.7. I do love the PK06. It is definitely my favorite compact culminator. It's most people's favorite compact culminator, but it is not worth this early in the game. It's not worth. I'd rather have the 27,000 rubles there. So, all right, very good. We're cleaned up. We can buy our kit now, I think. And let's just go in with this. I'm going to be lazy and buy that. Not use our bleach trick just to have this going. Let's repair this guy. Doesn't repair the bats, but it has a lot of ammo. And we're going to go in like this, I think. And we're going to, again, just go to customs, try to get that. We're going to try to do little budgety, little zero to hero kind of run where we're getting kills and going from there. Still 2-player kills to get. And a bunch of scavs to kill as well. I haven't actually killed a scav yet in a raid, so. But that's going to be next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in here. Again, apologies on this episode. This is going to be a bit of a screwy one just because of that beginning. Bear with me. Still new to the YouTube thing. Drop a sub, drop a like. Share this with your friends. If you have a friend who's like, oh man, I really love Tarkov, love some full playthrough content just to binge in the background or watch while I'm cooking dinner or something like that. This is the show for them. So share it about. Be polite. Don't be aggressive with the sharing. But just, if you got a friend that might like it, feel free to tell them about it, and that would really help. It really helps out. Trying to grow this YouTube up a little bit here, and thanks for the people who are watching this early on. I appreciate you. And guys, I'll catch you in the next episode. Have a good night. Bye bye.